Okay, guys, it's morning and my surface is all good and cured. This is going to be part 2, I think, and there's probably going to be a part 3. Anyways, I have all my alcohol inks mixed into my resin, and I'm just gonna start playing, if that's okay with you guys. Just gonna start playing. This is a green. I wanted a little bit of green in my water in places, so that's why I'm doing this. I made it for my actual tree, around the leaves and everything, but I wanted just a little bit in there, so just to give it a little bit of contrast. It is the Ranger. I wish I could see. I can't read colors on, or white on colors, so I have a really hard time with my eyesight that way. But it's this color, and it's from Ranger. I know that because it has a black lid. So I'm just going to settle in all of these pieces of jewelry that I put on here with this color, and I will probably later on mix a little bit darker green to blend in, but I wanted to make sure all of these the pieces of chain and all that were glued down before maybe my cat jumps on it, or you know, me moving them around. Just wanted to get them glued down with the resin, so that's what we're working on right here. It's so much easier to work on this in layers instead of trying to do a straight pour across the whole thing. This way you can maneuver and change things if you choose to. But got all that on there, I think. Well, excuse me. Yesterday, I got out of my friend's car and there was, I don't know what was blooming, but I had an immediate reaction to it, and I'm still a little raspy to it, so yay me. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm going to put a little bit of clear around here too to put across the green little stones I have there. I'm just going to try to nail some of these chains and stuff down. Nail the chains down. I put a few more pieces of chain in my tree trunk here. And I know, I mean, you're not supposed to sign until you're finished, but I did sign it because I wanted it to be beneath the resin that I was putting on here, so it would not ever disappear. Because sometimes if you sign like with a Sharpie or something on top, if you don't seal it, it can go away. So let's see, I want to get my blue back over here where this orange is. Kind of dissipated on me, but I want the ocean to come up right behind my tree. So I'm going to try to get all that all the way down to where I signed it. I want that part to still be the beach. do. And I think I want my water to have, I want to have a water line here. What do you call that? A horizon line. I knew I'd get it out in a minute. Whoop, stole my tree branch there again. But I want a water line. So we'll try to get all that in there as a horizon. What do you think? Put that in there. Let it run straight off. And my line might not be perfectly straight, but it'll be okay. So I'm going to add my blues back down into my water to give them more depth. I won't cover the whole thing with the color. I will go over it with the clear because I want it to be patchy, so you can see all the different layers that I put in. All this down here where we put the lacing, we will do that again. I want some more blue here. Brought my beach up too far. See, when you do in layers, you can, if you start out and you decide that you've mucked it up a little bit, you can come back and change it on your second layer or your third layer. So, gotta make it blend in. We'll make a small wave crashing right there, so we'll put some more white right there, and it'll look like it's coming in on it. A little bit more. Whoops, I got that horizontal. I don't want. You have to be careful when you're just like pouring and pouring and pouring, because sometimes you get lines that you don't really want. So I'm going to put my blues up here too to make up my sky. I'll probably add a little bit of white up here to maybe make a little bit of a cloud scene. Maybe. You never really know when you're creating, do you? Like exactly what's gonna happen. In the first place, alcohol inks have a definite mind of their own. That is for certain. No doubt. I try to control it a little bit anyways. I try. I'll make this really blotchy here, because I'm going to go in with my clear and just meander it so I don't cover up all of the green that I put on there. I will be putting a little bit more green in there though. melt down all of my, I found a little dragonfly, so I decided to put that in there, and I've got a little butterfly also that I'll put in there. I want something, I think I made a little bit of, it's called sand, and it's a mica powder. It's not alcohol ink, but I wanted to meander it in. Oh, shoot, I just got it in my water, so I have to fix that. I wanted to meander it in and around where my tree and the beach were. So, and I am going to drizzle just a little bit into my tree trunk, just to give depth to it, just a little bit, make it kind of cool. I didn't want to do that though. I just took it across my dragonfly, so I'm going to have to clean that up, because I want my dragonfly to show up silver. I'm going to hold off and leave him sit here just for a bit, and we'll figure him out in a minute. I'll put him back as soon as I finish playing with this solid, because this is opaque here. So you don't really want to cover stuff up with this. We'll add a few tree branches in here and yonder. Get that across there. It looks like a busy little tree, doesn't it? A little bit more sand up here. I don't want to cover up all of my orange, because orange is my favorite color. I'm going to use it on the side here though, because I like to use the opaque colors along the edge. Wiping that down a little bit, and see if we can get any more of this in here for my colors. I don't like how that one got too wide, so we'll run it in different directions. Got a piece right here that needs to come